Hello friends, a body gets charged when there is extra electrons or the deficiency of electrons. A body gets charged when there is an efficiency of electrons or deficiency of electrons. A body gets charged by taking electrons or by losing electrons. And a body can take electrons or lose electrons in whole number. A body can take a whole number of electrons or a body can lose a whole number of electrons. Thus we can say that charge is quantized, or in other words you can say that charge exists in discrete units. It rejects continuum. Is that clear, folks? Once more I am repeating this fact that a body gets charged. A body gets charged when there is an extra electron or when there is efficiency of electrons or there is the deficiency of electrons. It gets charged up by losing electrons or by taking electrons. A body can lose a whole number of electrons or a body can take a whole number of electrons. Thus we can say that charge is quantized or charge exists in discrete units. It indeed rejects the very theory of continuum. Let's understand this with a scenario. Let's say this is a body, this one is a body A and this is electrically neutral. This body is electrically neutral. What does it mean that this body is electrically neutral? It contains the number of electrons and the number of protons, and these numbers are approximately same here. The number of protons in this body and the number of electrons in this body is same here, approximately same. That's why we say that this body is neutral. Now let's give three electrons to this body. I am just giving 3 electrons to this body. Now what's the charge of this body? Right now, what's the charge of this body? Its charge is -3. Is that clear? Now let's have another neutral body here, and we say this body is B and this one is neutral. Now what we are doing, let's take out 2 electrons here. I am taking out 2 electrons here. Now what's the charge of this body if I am going to take out 2 electrons from this body? The charge will be here, it's plus 2e is the charge. So how a body gets charged up? A body gets charged up by taking electron. Here in this case the body is taking electrons, and in this case this body is giving electrons. So a body gets charged up by taking electrons or giving electrons. So a body gets charged, that means there must be some extra electrons on it, or there is the deficiency of deficiency of electrons. Protons do not do anything here. Protons are stuck. Protons can't be transferred. Clear? Now let's do one more thing here. Let's take another body. Let's take another body over here and say this body C, and this is neutral. Let's say this is a neutral body, and let's give 4 electrons. Now what's the charge of this body? The charge of this body is -4e. This is the charge. This is the charge of this body. Now let's take another body here. This is a neutral one. That's the D here. And let's take out 6 electrons. Take out the 6 electrons from this body. Now what's the charge of this body here? What would be the charge here? It will be plus 6e is the charge of this body. Is that clear, folks? So I told you before here in this video itself that every charge in this universe exists in the form of that. If this one is the charge here, it exists in this form. It exists in this one. This is the form. Every charge in this universe exists in this form, or you can say every charge in this universe is the integral multiple of the basic unit of charge, or every charge in this universe is the integral multiple of the elementary charge, and this elementary charge E is nothing but 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Is that clear? And the value, this n is integer, and n can be 0 plus minus 1 plus minus 2 and so on. So n is in integer here. Now let's look at this one. Look at this A object. Now A gets, the charge of this A is minus 3e. And what's that minus 3? Minus 3 is an integer. Minus 3 is an integer. Now look at this equation. This n here, n is minus 3. So the charge on this body is minus 3e. Clear? Now let's look at this one. Look at this body, body B. The charge on this body is plus 2e. Plus 2 is the integer here. The charge on this body is minus 4e. Minus 4 is the integer. The charge on this body is plus 6e. And the integer is plus 6. Is that clear? So every charge equals to Ne is the integral multiple of the basic unit of charge, or you can say the elementary charge. Folks, there are various methods for charging the body. If I want to charge the body, charge some body, there are various methods, and these methods are charging by induction, charging by conduction, charging by rubbing dash friction. But I'm not going to dive deep into these details. I will restrict this discussion in this video. I am going to confine these discussions in this video. Clear? So the quantization of charge means that charge gets quantized. Every charge in this universe is the integral multiple of the basic unit of charge. That's the elementary charge. Charge rejects continuum. That's all about the quantization of charge. Hope the things have been clarified. Thank you very much. Do subscribe and share the same.